last example is how do we write an equation for a curve? So the first step is we have a curve here, and we want to write the equation. We have to first identify which type of or I was to say conic, but which type of polar equation this is. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look. I already selected. This one looks like the infinity, which is a lemon escape. And here are the two types. We have one that's diagonal and one that is horizontal. And the one we're given here is horizontal. So we already know that we're going to write the equation in this form. R squared equals A squared cosine 2 theta. So that's my first step down here. I'm going to write that down. R squared equals A squared cosine 2 theta. Now let's look at what A is. Notice absolute value of A is the distance from that middle point to the edge here. And that's the absolute value of A, which is nice because we have A squared. When we square it, it doesn't matter if this is a positive or a negative. So let's look at our graph here. Our graph has a distance of here's one circle or one ring, and there's two rings. So our distance here is 2. So when we write our equation for this, it's going to be R squared equals 2 squared cosine 2 theta. 2 squared is 4, so this is R squared equals 4, cosine 2 theta. There's my equation, and it's as simple as that. So basically, you're just following whatever the table tells you. And again, let's go back to that table here. It is in the notes section, and we have the general for the circle, and then here are the specifics. So like if you have a circle that's on the left side of the pole, you would use this version. If it was above the pole, you would use this version, so on and so forth.